I'd like to call this meeting of Lorain School Board Monday, July 24th to order.
January.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Sturgill.
Here.
Mrs. Zario.
Here.
Mr. Ballard. Miss Washington.
Here.
Mr. Ferguson.
Here.
Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Recognition of visitors. I don't see any.
Nope. Room is pretty empty.
Okay. First hearing of the public. I think we can pass that one. I need a motion to amend and approve or amend and sign the minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes of the January 4th meeting?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
Mrs. Zario.
Yes.
Miss Washington.
Yes.
Okay. Any old business? Having none. Report and recommendation of the treasurer.
I have items 8.01 through 8.03 for approval.
We have a motion to approve.
So move.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mrs. Zario.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
And Miss Washington.
Okay. Report and recommendation.
Hang on.
Oh, yes.
We didn't have discussion.
For,
Did you want comments?
Yes.
Okay. I did miss that.
9.01,
We're not that
We're
far
not there
yet.
yet.
There
We're
yet.
only at 8.
We're doing 8.01 through 8.03.
sorry.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Reports and recommendations of CEO personnel matters.
I'd like the board to consider for approval items 9.01 to 9.06.
Motion to approve.
Yes. Motion to approve.
second.
Discussion.
Discussion.
Yes. 9.01, the safety coordinator position.
Yes?
Can we just have discussion? Can you explain that just so it's transparent?
In terms of the process?
Yes, please.
Perfect, yes. We have always had a director of safety and security, I'm sorry, a coordinator of safety and security. As a result of two different things, but COVID, I think, had an impact on both, but the position grew tremendously. And what I mean by that is, it's now, it's a director, Ruben Figueroa is now our director of safety and security, and he works very, very closely with the police department. So if there are issues on the weekend, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, he is there representing the schools to make sure that what happened in the community is dealt with quickly and appropriately when it comes to school, to make sure that we have a safer place to be. In restructuring the entire department, we wanted to replace his position because that leadership component is still critical. We originally posted for one coordinator. As we went through the process, it turned out actually we had 3 stellar candidates, 2 internal, 1 external. And what we did to stay cost neutral was to have 2 coordinators appointed, but and I forget the letters, but it's our SCOs, is that right? SEOs. But one of our coordinators was an SEO, and we are not going to fill that position. So we have a 12-month position for coordinator and a 10-month position for coordinator, and their job is to provide the leadership and supports district-wide in safety and security.
Thank you.
Okay, we've had the motion. Okay,
We also have a second. We can do roll call.
roll call.
Mrs. Zario.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
And Miss Washington.
Yes.
I'd like the board to consider for approval items 10.01 to 10. 8.21 in operations matters.
We need a motion.
Motion to accept.
Second?
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
Mrs. Zaria.
Yes.
And Ms. Washington.
Yes.
And I also have two items, resolutions I would recommend the board adopt. The first is resolution for School Board Recognition Month. Whereas it shall be the mission of the Lorain City School District to provide all students with the best possible education, and whereas the school board sets the direction for our community's public schools by envisioning community's education future, and whereas the school board sets policies and procedures to govern all aspects of school district operation, and whereas the school board keeps attention focused on progress toward the school district's goals and maintains two-way communication loop with segments of the community, and whereas serving on a school board requires an unselfish devotion of time and service to carry on the mission and business of the school district, and whereas the school board must respond on behalf of the community to the educational needs of students, and whereas the school board voluntarily accepts the above-mentioned responsibilities. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Lorain City School District does hereby recognize January 2022 as School Board Recognition Month, and encourages all citizens to publicly and privately thank the members of our school board for their dedicated service to our children.
So moved.
Second?
Roll call.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
Ms. Washington.
Yes.
Mrs. Zaria.
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
As a small token of our appreciation, here is a...
20 days and we're getting an award.
Exactly.
Good thing you guys passed the motion.
That's right. Had to put those back in my bag.
That is the nicest one I've ever got.
Thank you. I think I've got Mark's. Mark is actually, I think, stuck in the airport still, isn't he? Or is he on his way back from D.C.?
Probably
He got,
supposed to land at 5:15.
yeah, I think he got snowed in, so he's running a little tardy. A second resolution. Resolution in memory of former board member Jim Smith.
Washington sent this over for you guys as well.
Whereas Jim Smith served as a school board member from 2008 to 2017 and demonstrated an extraordinary level of commitment to Lorain City School students, staff, and our community in his work on the school board. And whereas the school board extends its deepest sympathies on behalf of the Lorain City School students, staff, and community to the family of Jim Smith. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education of the Lorain City Schools hereby honors and expresses its appreciation and gratitude for his tireless commitment to the successfulness of education and our community.
Motion to accept.
Second?
Roll call.
Mr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mrs. Zaria.
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill.
Yes.
And Ms. Washington.
Yes.
I'd always, at this time, I'd also like to thank Washington School for the nice poster that they sent us. I didn't notice it when it came in, but it's very nice and very large.
And you've heard me say it many times, you'll hear me say it again, board members don't get into this line of work for the money or the glory.
Okay.
And for the folks who don't see it, it's incredibly hard. A lot of work before, during, and after meetings. And again, I just want to thank the fact that our community voted in 5 incredibly honorable people to lead our district.
We also have a gift from the kids from Washington.
Oh, yeah?
We have cards.
Oh, cool.
Should I open them up, or?
That's up to you. I just so I wanted you to give,
Acknowledge and read
yeah,
them.
acknowledge that the
Yes.
students of that
I
class
think,
also.
I think we should stay after and read these.
Yes.
I think that would be appropriate.
It's nice, though.
I'd like to thank the kids at Washington for their time and effort in thanking us, and we appreciate all of the work that they are doing, and good luck in their third quarter. And thank you for the time of the teachers and educators and staff there.
Mrs. or Mr.? Okay, the cards, and I don't know if this is Mr. and Mrs., okay, but it says Mole George's class.
Okay.
So if you know those,
Lindsay Mall?
okay,
Yes.
so we'd like to thank them. I don't know they don't have their first names on there, but thank you. Okay, any new business? Committee reports or requests from board members?
If I could just ask one quick question, I believe that we have determined who is going to sit on the superintendent committees. I know that when Bill put it out, it was waiting for feedback, but are we comfortable with
Yes.
getting some meetings scheduled and moving forward?
Yes.
Excellent, thank you.
Okay, second hearing of the public.
Public?
And it's not public, okay. The next board meeting will be February the 14th, Valentine's Day. And
Bring a date.
make sure that you have taken care of business before you come here. Okay, so. Adjourn.
That's all we got.
Motion to adjourn,
So moved.
Second?
roll call,
Mr. Ferguson,
Yes.
Mrs. Zaria,
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill,
yes.
Miss Washington.
Yes.
Okay, everybody drive safe.
Got to do better.